Hello and welcome to T.I.N.Y.D.E.C.A, or Today in News You Don't Even Care About, and trust me, you don't. So today we got quite a bit of stories to talk about, so rather than me ramble on here, let's just hop right into it, shall we? Our first story is about a town named Bitche that's been flagged on Facebook for, guess what? Inappropriate language. The name is Bitche. Of course it's going to get it, but the algorithm is the cause of the mishap, so no one intentionally did this. It is set to catch up inappropriate languages and post and just reacted how a program normally would react. Facebook has since apologized for the incident and restored the town's page. The town's mayor, Benoit Kiefler, was mostly astonished that if this was a problem, why hadn't this happened earlier? As well as apparently it took Facebook a long time to correct the action. Such a silly little story, but I felt like it could be fun to talk about. The things Facebook does sometimes is hilarious. On to the next. Science is a weird, fantastical thing. Scientists have, for whatever reason, grown human cells and monkey embryos in a lab. They say this could pave a path to addressing severe shortage in transplantable organs. One of the lead scientists also said their goal is to not make some monster or new organism, but to see how different cells from different organisms work with each other. To me, this sounds like the start of the Planet of the Apes scenario. I'm all for experimental works to improve mankind, but this seems maybe a step in the wrong direction. Obviously, I'm sure nothing bad will happen, but why tempt fate? You know? Like, why? On to the next. Jeff Bezos, billionaire, owner of Amazon and apparently rockets. It's called the Blue Origin and launched successfully its new Shepard booster for a flight test. The rehearsal they performed is specifically for future space tourists, so by all accounts, they are one step closer to space travel. However, I'm just going to come out and say it, but I apologize for the crudeness. This is the most phallic space vehicle I have ever seen. No one was riding this space vehicle, but it marks a terrific accomplishment for this company. Another billionaire who wants to see the stars. What possibly could go wrong? Jeff Bezos has always reminded me of a real-life Lex Luthor, so maybe he's looking for his version of Superman. On to the next. I have two more stories I'd like to discuss. I will warn you, one is rather racist and cruel, and the other is dark and involves death. So if you are not wanting to continue, that is okay. Thanks for joining me for so long. For those that want to stay, let's continue. Well, we are going back to the days of slavery, but in today's day, students at a northern Texas high school by the name of Daniel 9th grade campus decided to have a mock slave auction of their black classmates on Snapchat. The prices discussed varied from $1 to $100. I hate to say it, but of course this happened in the South, and of course it was Texas. They just can't escape the news, it seems. And a spokeswoman for the district declined to detail on the discipline given these students, but I hope it was expulsion, or at the very least suspension, as this is unacceptable and needs to be stopped. Why do we keep hating on others just because they may be different from us? It's such an outdated idea, and I would think we would be smarter than this, but from what I've seen, I keep getting proved wrong. On to the next. Last story of the day, and probably one of the most disturbing I've talked about on this show. A California woman drowned her 3 children, and her explanations are that it was done to stop the sexual abuse by the children's father. However, this father has denied all allegations and claims she is delusional and shouldn't have been around the children. This woman has not been charged yet, but while she confessed, she had this to say, and I quote, "I did it as softly. I don't know how to explain it, but I hugged them and I kissed them and I was apologizing the whole time." She finished by saying she loved her children. Regardless if the abuse was happening or not, the children did not deserve or need to die to stop anything. This has angered me to my core. I can't understand someone hurting children, let alone murdering them. She deserves life in prison, as they don't have the death penalty in California as far as I know, and I don't think an institution is going to be much help either. She needs to be put away, and that's where we're going to end this story. Thank you. So many different stories today, but all of them are important to talk about in one way or another. It is important to talk about stuff that may fly under the radar, because not everyone will, right? I don't hear about these. I have to look for these. I have to hunt for these. Not many people are talking about this, but anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I wanted to start it off late because I knew we had to end it dark. But thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz, all the fun stuff. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye.